I'll wait a bit. I'm gonna wait for Instagram and YouTube to pop back up, and then we gonna get started again. I'm just gonna put part two, child. Part two. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So we should be back. Yeah. So that's why I keep saying, when we speak about certain topics like this, it gets really, So hey, y'all. Yeah. That's okay. I'm very patient. I'm a very patient person. So that don't no whatever. It is what it is. So I'll just keep that up and just add in part two. It is what it is. They're not going to stop me from what I have to say. So, okay, let's get back into it. So as I was saying, where's the impressiveness in all of this, if that makes sense? Because they're not impressive. Okay, so we have suffering in silence here, and we have jealous here. They're jealous that they can't get you to suffer in silence, but they're very jealous that they're actually suffering in silence. They're jealous that they can't put you in domestic violence situations here. uh, Yeah, illegal activity. And the sad part about it, because as I mentioned, like the commissioner or the person that oversees the whole department here, they seem like a pretty upstanding person. Like, honestly, they do. I just feel like they're just not truly aware as to what we'll call them the foot soldiers do, kind of put it in that kind of way. So we have illegal activity and we have transition here. So there's going to be like an overhaul and changes when it comes to these precincts here or departments here. But also, um, okay, that's what I was saying. The family dynamic use a department or precinct here to keep all their dirty work hidden. It was very, very, very personal when you were coming up against, or I won't even say you because you weren't coming up against them, they were coming up against you. The family dynamic made it very, very, very personal by inserting or also including this police department or precinct here. And once again, for whoever resonates, for the one that is an actual family member that's an actual officer or a family member that has a connection to an officer here, they use that in a negative way to ensure that they can still keep their dirty hands clean. If that makes sense. They wanted to keep all their dirty things that they have done towards you away from you, number one, and then away from the actual precinct here. Okay. Yes, and they worked very hard to keep it away from you. They were abusing you, but they wanted to keep the abuse away from you. Why? Because you're very intelligent. And if you were to get a new perspective or a new point of view in regards to what they were doing towards you, they knew that you would have walked away or disconnected or whatever the case may be. So they wanted you to accept abuse as okay, or they want to normalize abuse as if it was okay. That's what they were working hard on all the time. Somebody's from Alberta or Albuquerque. I'm hearing Albertsons or Albert. Someone's name is Aretha or Aletha, Aletha, Aletha. Someone's name is Monifa. Yeah, bully. They wanted to bully you abusive, in an abusive way. Could be a Libra. Since you were a child or since you were kids, I strongly feel this family dynamic or family member here specifically became a police officer because they wanted to rule or have that iron fist ruling over you. And they knew that if you were to run to the police or the cops, they ain't gonna believe you because they work for them. Does that make sense? And all that's coming back on them too. So you signed up to be a police officer. because of a personal family issue that you had. Like this is literally what this is. That family dynamic had an issue, a strong issue against you. And this is what they did here. That's what they're hiding. This is why they hide why they became a police officer in the first place. To hide what they've done to you. Oh, family members doing this to me. The family members doing that to me. What? Who? Such and such doing that to you? Officer such and such? Officer such and such is a great person in our community. Officer such and such did this for us. Like this is how they wanted it to be set up here. According to the public at the time, they had a great reputation because of what they have done to you. They had a great reputation in regards to how they positioned themselves within a community. But no one knew what was going on behind closed doors. They didn't know. They didn't know anything about you. It could be even that the department may not even know that you were a part of this family. You know how sometimes when the department or precincts may have like a gathering, a party for the community or for the neighborhood, and they may tell you to bring out your family and stuff like that, or they may have some kind of like a family gathering or a family party surrounding like the precinct or whatever the case may be. You might not have been invited to those things. When you know how sometimes during Christmas, the holidays, they have like a Christmas ball or a Thanksgiving ball or whatever, and those family members may have went to meet their other co-worker family members and things of that nature. But when it came to you, you were never there or you were never involved because they did not want you, or they didn't want people to be aware that you were connected to them or that you were a part of the family at the time. So they treated you like ish. Not background hoe. Wait, who said that? That was funny. Where you at, girl? Dominique says on TikTok. Background. Girl, that was a good one. Okay. That was a good one. Oh, man. So, we have depression here. Okay. They wanted you to feel depressed because they didn't invite you anywhere. They wanted you to feel depressed if they had like family outings or family get-togethers. They wanted you to feel like, well, why didn't you invite me? Listen. Listen, you hear what I'm telling you? You don't have to invite me anywhere, boo. I really don't give two flying F's. I mean that. When I say I love my alone time, I love my alone time, because even if you were to ask me to go somewhere, I'm going to ask you who going to be there. That's my first question to you. Who all going to be there? And if there's some unsavory characters that's going to be there, don't expect me to come, because I'm not going to come. And you just save yourself a whole lot of trouble, because I don't care. I can invite myself to where I want to go. I don't need other people to go places. I can go for myself. Y'all never had single dates for yourself? I love going on dates by myself. Yes, a party for one. And I would sit down and have my lunch, my dinner, my breakfast, and I go about my merry way. You don't need other people to co-mingle. Co-mingle with yourself. So them trying to exclude you when you were already excluded, you felt the exclusion. Some of y'all may have cared. Most of y'all did not, you know? And with the exclusion there, you was like, okay, whatever. You don't invite me. Who cares? They thought it was like, oh, they're going to be so upset and they're going to get upset that we're taking family pictures. Child, please. You can create your own family. You really can. You can create whatever you want in this world. Yes, you can. You don't need to stick with that same family or that toxic family that keeps showing you they don't have anything to give to you. So why be around somebody that don't care about you? They're showing you they don't care about you. Okay, that's fine. Move around. Oh, my family don't like me. Yeah, and I get it. Trust me, I understand, but don't give them too much power, boo. Don't give them too much energy. Yeah, they're the one that's devil in disguise, not you. We have frenemy here. So they were also getting, they were getting insight and intel about what you were doing through a friend here. And they gave like this friend immunity or protection. So again, if you have a family member that worked for a particular precinct here, well, you know what? I can protect you. Okay, no problem. Anytime you get into trouble or if you get pulled over by, just let me know. Just call me. Like that kind of way. They were setting them up in that way to where they were receiving insider information from this friend. It was a poor investment, to be honest. Because that friend may have always had run-ins with the, police or whatever. So it kind of made them look bad. Because they love to speed. They're always getting tickets. It's like, I keep covering for you or looking out for you if you keep, overextending or more so taking advantage. So this friend of me was taking advantage of this so-called immunity that this family dynamic was giving to them. And the family dynamic was like, oh no, we can't really help you as much because you kind of overdoing it. But aren't the family dynamic overdoing it, trying to do things towards you? So we have fear of power. They fear of your power. Irresponsible, red flags. Yeah, they don't make sense, y'all. So you just finally stepped away from them like, okay, no problem. That's how you feel about me. I'm just going to move away. I'm going to do what I need to do. And you left on good vibes. And they saw you left with your good vibes because that's who you are. You're a good vibing person. You're a very positive person. You're a very high-spirited person. Some of y'all could be bubbly, however it resonates. But you just like a real chill, just, you good. You're nothing like these individuals. And that's what makes it so haunting or daunting. It's like, dang, you came from that family? You were a part of that family? Wow, it's like that. In regards to the other police officers that were involved in this as well too, they're now stepping away because they did not get the right information or intel, or they weren't informed correctly in regards to why all of this was actually playing out to begin with. It was a very, 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 very deep, dark secret surrounding the family dynamic that you were fully aware about. And they did not want you to speak out or to talk about it or to whatever, however, here. And this family dynamic here thought that if they had the backing of a precinct or department by actually becoming one of them, that they would side with them and not with you. So when they finally realized that the reason why this person became a cop was to hide their family secrets, because that's all it is. It's a family secret that you were aware about. They're gonna be like, what the so you mean to tell me you got your own family issues going on, your family secrets and stuff like that, and you bring the precinct or the department into this? That's how it's going to play out. Because how else are they going to feel powerful or feel protected? And they felt that if they had the backing of the blue, that the blue would protect them. Not this time. I'm telling you, desperate. Not this time around. Not this time around at all. No. Blind spot. You were not supposed to figure this out. You weren't supposed to be aware, and you weren't supposed to figure out what they have done towards you or why this person became a cop in the first place. It was to protect them, not you. Certain areas, certain cities, like I know in Philly, when you know someone that's a cop and they are a family member, they actually get a little badge. So the person that's an actual police officer, they get the bigger badge that they get to wear. But if they want to give out badges to other people within the family dynamic, it's actually smaller. So it would say like cop's wife, cop's husband, cop's daughter, cop's son. Like that's what it would actually say on the actual little badge, just a smaller badge. And they can carry that around with them. So like they get pulled over, they get stopped, or whatever the case may be. They just pull that out and say, hey, my such and such works for this particular precinct department, and this is how they kept their protection. But all that's going to be revoked from them. Because again, that's the reason why they became a police officer in the first place, to spite you. Not them, you. So if they set you up with being in jail, or they set you up with knowing the jargon or the dialect or the conversational pieces when it comes to certain type of thing, like when you're in the doctor's office or a nurse's office. I don't understand the terms that they be saying. They'll say, oh, H1 over H2 and da-da-da. And you'll be like, what? It sounds foreign. You know, you need to learn the lingo or the information so that way you can understand what they're saying, like this, in that kind of way. So yes, this family dynamic is going to try to use victims or try to become a victim here for the entitlement. They became a cop because they felt entitled to the protection based on what they were doing towards you. My God. My God. Now it was victim mentality. Well, no, it's the collective. It's the collective. We not police officers. I don't feel like you are. For the ones that aren't. Okay, I'm going to make it that way. For the ones that ain't police officers, we ain't police officers. We're not the one that's causing harm towards other people. We're not the one that's gossiping and lying and getting groups and groups of people to come against this family dynamic. We ain't doing any of these things. They felt entitled to be protected from you. Hear that. They felt entitled to be protected from you based on what they're doing towards you. Make that make sense. I'm going to cause harm to that person, but I need to feel protected as I cause harm to that person. That doesn't make sense. But that's their MO. That's what they signed up for. That was the whole reason why they in all of this foolishness. Imagine someone needing protection from hurting another person. Man. Oh, goodness gracious, child. It's, oh my, listen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fall out, but look, it's a right time in lies. They're being caught in their lies. They had a group of people against you, other officers against you, people that you don't even know. So when you driving through town and you doing what you doing, you getting pulled over. Well, what you pull me over for? Oh, well, and they making up some kind of excuse. And if you don't know the law, you getting caught up in something that you shouldn't be getting caught up in because of a very toxic family dynamic that want to hide or protect their loved one, their PDF. You should know what a PDF is. A PDF is an individual that interferes inappropriately with minors. That's a PDF. That's what all this is about. Protecting a PDF. Protecting abuse. Many different types of abuse. Sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse. They needed to feel protected from you because they never wanted you to speak up. And the moment that you spoke up was the moment that you would have to go through all these red tapes because that's how they wanted to set up for you. They don't want to take responsibility for what they've done to you. They rather hide it with lies. Who gonna believe you over us? That's their mentality. Who gonna believe the collective over us? Look how you look. Look how you're showing up in the world. You're all by yourself. No one's going to believe you. Try again, heifer. Try again, boo. Try again, heifer. Talking all that mess, but can't even back it up. Perspectives. Man, scared of change. Perspective and scared of change. They needed to change the perspective as to how they wanted other people to see you because they were afraid of the change. You are the change. You are. You are the change. You are the catalyst to the change. You are the only catalyst to the change. You're the only one standing to bring forth this catalyst of change. They knew that. That's why they came together to do this towards you, and they failed. And they failed, and they failed. And they failed, and they failed. And they failed, and they failed. One more time. And they failed. Every time was the wrong time. Every time was the wrong time. To be honest, I would think these group of individuals are very naive because they don't know what the fuck they doing, bruh. They don't know what they doing, period. They're the naive ones. Look how far and deep they went to protect a PDF. The real pick-me's stems from or begins within family dynamics. Not all families, but the toxic ones. Oh, you must never choose over your family. You need to stay with your family. Family is always right. That is completely hogwash and in an incorrect statement. Not all family is good for you. Not all family tells the truth. Yeah, you see how far they went to protecting a predator? Yes, that's how far they went. Very, very far and deep to ensure you never spoke out. Gemini, however it resonates. You could be a Gemini. They could be a Gemini that's stressed out. Take it how it resonates, please. Okay. We got hidden agenda here. Or, okay, Gemini, well, they say Gemini has two sides, okay? I don't know the darker parts of Gemini. I don't, okay? But they say that Gemini has two sides. It's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And it's like they were always trying to hide that darker part of self and only show the good part of self. Again, their reputation meant everything to them. And they cared about what people say or how people see or view them in the world, or more so in the community here. So they had to hide their agenda based on what they have done towards you. Other people aren't aware of the agenda that they have towards you because, again, behind closed doors is a complete different story. But outside, hey, how you doing? I'm good. Yeah, good morning. Hey, yeah. That's how they look, child. Goofy. They look goofy. Okay, we have bisexual here. Your mother could be bisexual. Maybe they're nervous to come out about that. They come from an older school of things. Your father could be bisexual. They don't want you to know about that. Who fucking cares, child? whatever. They don't want you exposing that. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever. Someone's name is Jimenez, or Jimenez, or is it Jimenez? Jimenez or Jimenez? Someone could be from El Salvador. Sudden changes. Narcissist. Emotional exhaustion. So going back to this family dynamic, protecting this predator for the PDF activities that they do here. All right, I won't go that deep. Okay, never mind. I'll just say it this way. Let's just say that they were helping to wet, W-H-E-T. They were doing things to wet this PDF activities. So this PDF had a lot of secret lovers because this family dynamic was an officer, and they had access to certain things, certain people's lifestyle, information, background. And if they knew that a person may have been under the influence of something, well, they're more susceptible or more open to do things that they, you know, to get money or to get a quick buck. This is just getting way out of control now with this family dynamic here. Way out of control. Just way out of control. Way out of control. Just way out of control. All to keep this secret hidden. The lengths people do or go to keep a PDF hidden. So you're destroying other people's lives because you want to keep a PDF hidden. One person that they can put in jail, or, you know what I mean? They could do something different to get them out of here. No, they rather see them there, let them continue doing what they're doing to innocent people, but the innocent person have to pay for it. Toxic, untrustworthy. Very, very, very despicable. Very despicable. The reason why you went through what you went through is because of the PDF? Yeah. They did all that to protect a PDF? Yeah. They became a cop to protect a PDF in a family secret? Yeah. That's what they did. That is a lot of work. Yes. Cody Bebop, I like your name, on TikTok states, that's a lot of work to keep lies hidden. When one starts with one lie, you have an opportunity, or you're going to be faced with an opportunity to choose a path. So you start off with a lie. You can continue with that lie, that path of lies, or that truth is still there. That other path is still there for a person to walk down. No, they started off with a lie and they decide to keep on lying. Okay, let them. Let them. Because we all seeing clearly what is happening when they've lied. Liar. My God, this making me physically sick. I ain't gonna lie. Like physically sick. I think I want to just throw up. I have another read for you guys that I will be coming back on once I'm finished with all my private reads today. So we have adversity. with no growth in reverse. So they're going through adversity with no growth in sight, or they're going through adversity with no changes of growth in sight. Someone's name is Marissa or Melissa. Marilisa, could be Marie. I'm also hearing Stacey Ann. Kumbacha. Lalani or Lani. I'm gonna end it here. This making my stomach hurt. I'm sorry, y'all. This is too. Yeah. I. To know that they, to know they did all this to keep their family secrets hidden is it's disturbing. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. I don't. Seek clarity. And clarity is being seek because you keep asking for clarity. Why all of this is happening? Why did it happen? When did it happen? How did it happen? And these questions are very valid for you to be able to heal. Like I mentioned, this whole family is going to be one of the most despicable families to ever walk this earth. Most despicable. No one is going to want to hear what they have to say. No one is going to listen to what they have to say because, again, all of the evidence points back to them. Imagine someone trying to harm you because you are aware of a so-called family secret. What's the secret about this? How is this considered a family secret if it's been going on for years, upon generation, upon generations, upon eras, upon centuries? Where's the secret in any of this? This is not a secret. This is something that's just been happening over and over and over. So and when they realize that you weren't down with the so-called family, or you an op, you're an op because you don't want to be a part of this nastiness? You are op because you don't want to tell lies? You're an op because you're different from them? This is how generational traumas stay afloat. I keep sweeping it underneath the rug. Shunned you because you don't want to do what they're doing. Because of the filth that they're doing, they're shunning you. They're talking bad about you. The nerve. The nerve of them. The gall and the absolute nerve of them. It say trust yourself. The downloads are going to be heightened. I think we have a lot of Leo energy that's surrounding. I think Uranus trines something with Leo too. I got to go back in my notes. But there's a lot of great things that are happening for the month of July. If I find the post, I'll post it. Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career. revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. And your soul wishes to explore freedom of self. Your soul wishes to reveal all of the great things that you have within when you disconnected from these family members. These family members are rotten to their core. They are a menace to society. They're a derelict to society. They're very trashy. And that's exactly how people are going to see them. So if they think that they're going to have the blue backing them, think again. Because we all know when it comes to organizations and companies or jobs even, they don't support nobody but themselves. You could be working for a job for 30, 40, 50 years and you get sick one day and they terminate you the next day. They don't care about you. So for this person who felt that they could become a police officer and hide underneath the guise under their protection, it's very comical to me. Very, very comical to me. Because they really, really think they're going to back them. No. They brought their personal family affairs to an organization. That's what they did. It say justice. I'm going to stop right there. Lord, child. I'm going to stop right there. We have Leo. Man, we have Taurus. Pisces. Cancer. Taurus, strong Taurus. Libra. Sagittarius. Cancer. I'm gonna do one more. Aries. Okay. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I forgot about my book, child. But I'll be coming back on in a little bit so I can do another read for you guys. Okay. But Wisdom Beyond Wounds is currently on Amazon. All right. This book was created for individuals that went through many different levels or bouts of narcissism. And this book is to help guide you in regards to learning the many different types of aspects when it comes to narcissism here. And it also had a lot of brain food for your mental health in a very positive way, of course. So definitely check out the book. It is ready for purchase. And yeah, thank you so much for your continuous support. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for all of the gifts and the shares. It's truly appreciated. I'll see y'all in a little bit, okay? Thank you. Bye. I love your name, Cody Bebop. Thank you. See y'all later. I'll see y'all later as well. See you later. All right. So y'all saw what happened with the internet or whatever, child. As I mentioned, stuff like that don't bother me and it don't stop me from doing what I need to do. It just makes me, I may have to pivot a bit. I may have to go back to my older way of doing things. I don't want to because I really enjoy interacting with you guys on a live setting here. But if it really keeps up with it, I'm really going to have to go back, pre-record, and just kind of do it that way until I'm able to figure out something else. So I don't want to. That'd be the last resort, but my messages will not be stopped. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's trying to do what. You don't put no fear over here. I'm going to say what I need to say, and my messages are going to get out. It is what it is. But if you step in my way, I will mash your corns. That's for the karmic. So whatever. Okay, you ain't stopping nothing, heifer. All right, love you guys. I will see you on the next one.